Namaskar. Namaskar to first I would like to give my namaskar and hearty thanks to all my former yoga and meditation students in Europe. Last 2014 to 16 I have been in Europe, especially in Malta. I have been in Europe also before also, from 2000 to 2004. Yoga and meditation students from Malta, from Italy, from Norway, Germany and Sweden also. My yoga and meditation students who are living in South Africa, because I have been in South Africa also. Students from Brazil, students from Southeast Asian country like Malaysia, Indonesia and Singapore, Thailand, and also the Cyprus, the tiny island. But these countries I've been there for a certain time, and I used to give classes. So the former students and existing yoga meditation students of Anandamarga Yoga Meditation Center around the globe, and of course those who are interested to lead an ideal way of life. For them, I offer to this discourse or lecture for them, especially in India also, because I now am living in India. This lecture is from India. So actually I greet all. Namaskar and thanks everybody. Today is my discourse, my topic is Anandamarga, the way of ideal life. Before I come to the main topic, I would like to give you a brief scenario about the world. What is happening now in this world? You know, everyone know better. Now the world is suffering. World is struggling and fighting against the COVID-19 virus, very fatal virus, and many people are dying. So in this situation, the world situation is not a very critical situation, but very people also this the situation, the world, each and every aspect, the moral level, spiritual level, education, in the field of education, in the field of economics, political, cultural, everywhere, every aspect of the life is degrading. Some of the aspects of the life almost has reached the saturated point, especially the moral and degeneration, moral, social and cultural and economical degeneration. Due to economical degeneration, all the wings of the societies have affected. And pollution has reached also in saturated point in different field. and there are no solution. There are no solutions. There is no solution each and every aspect in the field of economics, economic exploitation, political exploitation, cultural exploitation, everything, everywhere. Everywhere is degeneration and degradation. So, how to overcome how to overcome all this problem? There is no answer. There is no proper torch who can show the hope of life. People used to think just before Ananda Marga came, when there is situation like this, this human life is very precious. First human baby was born about 1 million years ago. Since that, according to the evolution process, humans' journey towards the progress, and now in different phases of this evolution, development has come. Development of the societies. For the development of these societies, many personalities, great personalities in the field of science, in the field of economics, in the field of social side, they have contributed according to their capacities. But till now, there was no all-round approach. Before Ananda Marga came, there was no comprehensive idea to overcome all this problem. Different personalities, I should say, they are great personalities. They have contributed according to their capacities, but it was all their efforts were lopsided. It was beyond their capacities to give it all-round direction, to develop the societies, to establish the societies in ideal way, or ideal societies, to establish an ideal human societies, but it was beyond their capacities. So in this critical juncture, why I am saying this critical juncture, you see these Occidental areas, means Western world. The Western world, material science has developed much, science and technological development. Many countries, Western countries, their lifestyle has developed much more. But the development of lifestyle, material development of lifestyle, that doesn't mean they are overcome all the problems, mental ailments, from psychic problems, different things. That's why I have seen when I have been in Europe and other countries, especially in Europe, developed countries, and I noticed that from the age of 14-15 years of youngsters, all the material enjoyments starts in their life from that particular age. When they reach in the age of 19 or 20s, they fulfilled all the material enjoyments in all aspects of their life. All types of material enjoyments, almost, they have achieved, they have enjoyed. But till now, they are not happy. Still they are not happy. I saw many people commit suicide in Western world. Then there are many psychic people. Many people they take sleeping pill every day. There are many hippie beetle or punk life. Many persons, many youngsters are drug addicted. Why? If the material development is everything, according to the Western philosophy, the money and material enjoyment, life is everything, then why these people are suffering? Why they don't get happiness? They're searching, of course, they're searching for happiness. To get happiness, people are rushing towards material enjoyment. But after that, after a few days or months, they become tired. It give them very boring resultant. Then they rush another subject, another matter. In this way, they become tired. They don't understand what is the aim of life and how to achieve the happiness. To fulfill their happiness, they try their best through the material enjoyment, but frankly speaking, the material enjoyment cannot bring the real happiness. I'll come in my point about the happiness later on. So it means there is no equilibrium, there is no balance between body and mind. What mind wants, what our inner mind want, external environment is something else. There is no balance between brain and mind. That's why this balance of the body and mind, brain and mind, the external environment and inner want, there is much gap. There are much difference between these two areas. And that's why ultimately when they don't find the path, they commit suicide. What is the use? What is the value of this human life? Then many of them get suicide. Many people get depression during winter. I have seen many people. I have seen, and they can't express their feeling. Nobody is there to listen. Even people say husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend. Everybody is rushing, and nobody has time or urge to listen what my partner or let they express their mind. Society actually has grown up in such a way, there is no chance to express everything. So many people, boys and girls, especially male and female, they suffered. Their mind is very much. I used to travel in a different one place to another place by train or bus, and I used to sit in the train or bus, and so people are just like silent. Nobody. As being I am an Indian. I used to try to before at beginning. When beginning, I just I reached in these European countries. I used to try to ask or try to intimate during my journey. who are you, where you are from, which place, or etc., etc. But I found that they are not interested to communicate. They are not interested to talk even. It's their nature, more or less. Of course, the Italian people, I must admit, Italian people, they're very much vocal and they're very much warm. They talk loud, they talk loudly, they laugh loudly, and they talk much. They're very much different. They're like Indians, very close. But I'm not blaming anybody. It's the environment. Maybe the European, it is due to 9 months they are winter, snow. They don't have the sun. They don't see the sun about 9 months. Clouds are everywhere. That's why maybe these clouds or cloudy weather, it may affect their mind. I'm not sure, but one of the monk brother, he's from New Zealand, and we used to work together in Europe. One day, we used to discuss many things. So one time he was telling, you see, Dada, the New Zealand, I am from the New Zealand, the sun of the, there are much sun, very, very, very bright sun. Africa, there are bright sun. India, there are always there sun. That's why people are very open. This means it affects their mind. It's the means he wanted to means the environment affects the psychophysical environment has effects, or environment has psychophysical effect or physico-psychic effect. Like European weather is very cloudy and sun is very less. It may, as per his version, he was telling. That's why you see here people don't talk much. I don't want to give verdict. It was his analysis. I might right or wrong, but it was my observation. Anyway, so then where is happiness? Due to for the happiness, when they don't find happiness, real happiness, and many people commit suicide, many people depressed, and many people used to come in our classes just to counsel. We used to counsel them. Let they express yourself. Express what you have, your heart, inner heart. What you want to, what he or she she wants to tell. Express. And then we used to guide them. So this was like this. So that's why in the Western world, though the science and technological, economical development has reached many of the countries, Western countries, very developed countries, but till now the concern about the spirituality is very, very less, or very, very less. They don't have, most of them, any very less or little ideas. So that's why there is also gap between body and mind. They are rushing mostly the science and technological development and material advancement. They are also not happy. Millions of people are not happy because happiness, the real happiness, they don't know how to achieve the real happiness. So that's why their also heart is become very heavy. How to express, how to overcome this problem. And the Oriental world, the Eastern world, here, especially in India, you see, the India is the land of spirituality. Everybody knows. So knowingly or unknowingly, people, it is our inner heart in spirituality. But there are some spiritual development. Many yogis and rishis, they have contributed much more, contributed to develop our inner world. They have contributed. But in India, is to suffer in this economically, and general moral standard long before was okay, but the in course of time, according to the evolution process, there different ages, different philosophy that come in India, and especially the Buddhist philosophies and the Shankaracharya's Puranic philosophy or Mayavadi philosophies. I am here not going to explain all these things due to the Jainist philosophy and Buddhist philosophy and their outlook about the world and this Mayavadi's philosophies. Outlook of this world, it was something of cynical or nihilism. They are rushing towards the nihilism. Brahma Sattva Jagad Mithya. Brahma is the supreme consciousness, is the eternal truth, according to the Mayavadis, and this material world is, it is not real, it is false. But it is not correct. Our master, Sri Anandamurti, he has told, no, Brahma Sattva Jagat means cosmic consciousness is the supreme truth. But this expressed world is not false, is not real truth also. It is relative truth. So we cannot ignore these Mayavadis, or according to the Buddhist philosophy also, they are the explanation about the ahimsa or non-violence, the theories, Jainist philosophy and Buddhist philosophies. It affects the common mind of the Indian societies, and their society is come back to fight against these enemies or the enemies of the countries, to protect our country's sovereignties, need to fight. But the philosophy is object them. So the India and once after another, apart from this Aryan invasion, the first Aryan invasion, and after that in course of time, once after another, Shak, Hun, Mughal, Pathan invasion, and the last invasion was the British. So once after another, the invasion, and especially the Mughal Empire, Mughal invasion, there are a lot of devastation. They destroys Indian temples, very temples. Those temples are very rich in the gold or diamonds or the precious jewels. They have looted and they destroyed, demolished all the structures of the temples. Very what is called eminent or renowned, very nice architectural this structure. They have destroyed everything. So not only that, and at last in this British invasion, when British had came in India, once after invasion, somehow the Indian the rural economy, somehow it is maintaining. Not so bad. People are living, but not so bad, like during the British age. So what happened during British? They have destroyed all the rural economy after the Industrial Revolution in England. So there all the finished goods need to sell. That's why they used to need, or they have what is called, they needed the markets. That's why they destroy the Indian rural economies. And due to that, millions and millions people used to starve. They used to starve in different ages. During British period also, there are many famine and this epidemic, like this corona. That time there was what is called is diarrhea, smallpox, and Spanish flu during First World War. So millions and crores people died. So Indian economy, rural economy, and the entire Indian economy was disrupted due to the British exploitation. So that's why here also millions and crores people are starving. Till now, Indian economy, there are many people are starving. So in this situation, and not only this India, all this Oriental world, I am telling the India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Myanmar, all these Oriental areas, world. So here is material development is not up to the point. Not even up. Not up to the point means very poor progress in material or economical development. Due to that, there are much difference between rich people and poor people. Only few groups of peoples are holding the maximum the wealth of these countries. This wealth, most of the wealth are confined with those capitalists. It is known to everybody nowadays. Anyway, so where this situation, the Western world or Occidental world was suffering due to the mental, how to achieve happiness, and in India and Oriental world, they are also rushing, they are also searching for the real, how to achieve the minimum requirements, how to achieve the develop our economy so that we can reach, we can get the minimum requirements for the life. That's why here also millions and crores people are starving, they're crying. The Eastern and Western world both were suffering, crying people. Where is the solution? How to overcome this crucial situation of this world when there is no answer, no ray of hope in this critical juncture? Lord Sri Anandamurti ji, Sri Prabhat Ranjan Sarkar, his worldly name is Sri Prabhat Ranjan Sarkar. He first gave a clarion call to the downtrodden humanities, and he had shown us the light of hope, the ray of hope to the humanity. And he offered to the humanities the hopes and aspiration, his philosophies, his ideologies. He gave to this humanities the comprehensive ideology named Ananda Marga. So Ananda Marga is a comprehensive ideology. So Ananda Marga is the solution where the degeneration or degradation of each and every aspect of our life, there is no torture, no solution how to overcome from those problems. So Ananda Marga itself is showing the solution, is an aspect of the life and societies. With this, I would like to conclude on my first part of this series of this lecture, the Ananda Marga, the way of ideal life. Now, first part is now here. With this, I conclude. Namaskar. Thank you.